So now I'm here going to explain you my to-do list front end skill test project. So basically here there is a container where we can add any task. Suppose let me add running, and if I click on add button, it is added in this list, and if I click on here it gets checked, and if I want to delete that particular task I just click here and it gets deleted. Now I'm going to explain how I created this project. I created it through HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So first let me come to the HTML file. So here it is basically, first here I add to-do list heading, and then I put that icon, and after that first one there is this container where I created the class called row, and I also gave the type text with id input box, and there is a button there, but in that button I put an event listener, inline event listener, that is on click, and when we click that button it will call a function that is add task. This function will be going to see in JavaScript file, and then when we come down here I have created list item with id list container. This will be dynamic, where when we'll be adding the task it will get automatically added when we click the add button. So to explain this I have to go to JavaScript file, like how I did that. So first I put document.getElement by id for this input box, this first one, and then document.getElement by id for this container, first and second line. And then as I told you, on clicking the add button it will call the add function in HTML file, this one. So it will call this function add file. So first there will be condition, if input box dot value is empty it will show an alert message like we have to add something, and if we write something then what happen is it will have to we will write document dot create element li. So here we created, now li dot inner element equal to input box dot value. So whatever value we write inside this add your task box, it will be added here, like li dot inner html. Inner html means we can put any data. Basically we are putting the value of li by assigning it to input box dot value, and then when this is created we just have to append this child to the bigger container which we have created here. This is the bigger container, here we are appending the individual list. So that we did by list container dot append child li. Now we have to add delete functionality as well. So there also we created an element which we named as span, and then span dot inner html, then this means this cross symbol, this one. So when we assigned this cross symbol here, and then again we appended this child to the list item which we created earlier here. So this one is the list item, and then in this list item we appended span here. And then what happens, and then once we add we have to remove that from this container. Once we write the item here and when we click the add button, here this box should be empty, so that's why we put input box dot value equal to empty, and then we save the data. And now we have to know how to delete that functionality and how to this check and uncheck this box. So for that what we do is we just add event listener in list container dot add event listener on click, and then we wrote etarget dot tag name li, and then we used etarget dot class list dot toggle for checking and unchecking, and then dot remove for deleting the function, and then we also use local storage for set item and get item. That's it.